Good morning friends. Today topic is OCTFC, OCTCO DG shipping exit exam question and answer part 10. Question number 181. TLV still is a spot exposure of a chemical substance for a duration of TLV threshold limit value STL short term exposure limit. This is saying how much short time the maximum person can take a gas, toxic gas. It's not directly a toxic gas, can take to the maximum level without affecting. Maximum level he can take without affecting for a short term period of time. A person can take threshold limit of the person. So option A 5 minutes, option B 15 minutes, option C 30 minutes, option D 60 minutes. The correct answer is option B 15 minutes. Question number 182. What is 4 point? Option A the temperature at which oil gets frozen. Option B the lowest temperature at which a petroleum oil will remain fluid. Option C the temperature at which oil cannot be discharged. Option D the temperature at which oil needs to be heated. The correct answer is option B the lowest temperature at which a petroleum oil will remain fluid. If any fluid, they are telling 4 point is this, at minimum temperature we have to maintain if you want to transfer the fuel oil from one point to another point. It can also called as a transfer temperature. So that temperature you have to make it. If it is not that, your oil will be in solid form. It cannot be in the fluid form. So option B is correct answer for question number 182. Question number 183. What is non-volatile petroleum? Option A petroleum having a flash point of 60 degrees Celsius or above. Option B petroleum having a flash point of 60 degrees Celsius or below. Option C petroleum having a flash point of 100 degrees Celsius or above. Option D the petroleum having a flash point of 100 degrees Celsius or below. The correct answer is option A petroleum having a flash point of 60 degrees Celsius or above. Any compound. As per as per SOLAS, you cannot carry a petroleum compound which is less than 60 degree flash point. So they take the 60 degree flash point as a boundary value, margin value. So non-volatile means a petroleum compound having flash point more than 60 degree. Volatile compound is a petroleum compound having a flash point less than 60 degrees Celsius. So this is how separate. So question number 183, the correct answer is option A. Question number 184. What is lower flammable limit? Option A the concentration of a hydrocarbon gas in air below which there is insufficient hydrocarbon to support combustion. Option B the limit where there is insufficient oxygen to support combustion. Option C the limit where there is too much oxygen to support combustion. Option D the limit for man entry of personnel into tank. The correct answer is option A the concentration of hydrocarbon gas in air below which there is insufficient hydrocarbon to support combustion. Most probably in oil tanker it will be 1% of hydrocarbon volume. If it is less than 1%, it becomes under lower flammable limit. So this is the flammable limit is mainly depend upon your hydrocarbon component. The flammability diagram consists of x-axis oxygen, that is air, an amount of oxygen present in it. Y-axis presence of hydrocarbon vapor from the petroleum compound. So if it is below your flammable limit, it is called low flammable limit. If your hydrocarbon content is more than the flammable limit, is highly concentrated flammable liquid. So the combustion cannot be happen. So the correct answer for question number 184 is the option A. Okay, next question. The permit to work should not last more than dash. It In general, they are telling 12 hours. Actual, as per SOLAS requirement, how many hours? Option A 24 hours, option B 36 hours, option C 48 hours. The correct answer is option A 24 hours. If you are taking a permit, the permit is valid for a period of 24 hours. But as per company policy SMS, it varies from ship to ship. Vary from company to company. Some companies they are telling 8 hours. Some companies telling only maximum 12 hours. So it is depend upon the company. But the maximum level provided by the company, the ship owner, as per SOLAS is 24 hours. Question number 186. What is a hot work permit? Option A. Document used for carrying out repair under supervision. Option B. A document issued by a responsible person permitting specific hot work to be done during a particular time interval in a defined space. Option C. Document used for work in a dry dock. Option D. Document valid for 7 days for carrying out tank cleaning. The correct answer is option B. A document issued by a responsible person. The responsible person can be a master or any other responsible person, permitting specific hot work to be done during a particular time interval in a defined space. So hot work is nothing but a work which liberates the heat energy, which can be lead to cause a fire hazard in that location. So that work is called as hot work. As mainly it will include gas welding, gas cutting, electric arc welding, grinding. These are the work considered as a hot work. If you are going to carry out the hot work, then you have to get a permit from the company. It has to be filled up and it has to be sent to the company with all other permits, requirements, and also photographs and also the measurements of the work going to be carrying out, the time period to be carried out, the distance of the hazardous material around it, aside it, everything has to be sent to the company. So the company will decide to allow or not allow. Some precaution measures they will tell. The risk assessment has to be carried out for this work. Question number 187. H2S gas is option A less toxic, option B inflammable, option C toxic, corrosive and inflammable. The correct answer is option C. It is toxic in nature as a sulfur content, unable to breathe in the confined space, it lead to cause toxicity. So it is toxic in nature. Corrosive, as the present consists of sulfur, it will react with water molecules or moisture, lead to cause of cold corrosion, sulfuric acid formation. So it is corrosive in nature and also it is inflammable. So question number 187, the correct answer is option C. Question number 188. What factor mainly affects vapor cloud dilution rate? Option A quantity of spill, option B weather condition, option C thermal inversion, option D diameter of the vapor cloud. The correct answer is option B weather condition. Vapor cloud is nothing but your fuel in contact with your air. This may, and also vapor cloud formation is mixing of the air, water and fuel also, and also air also. So it is mainly depend upon the weather conditions. So option B is correct answer for question number 188. Question number 189. How is putrefaction process connected to carbon monoxide? Option A. Putrefaction process generate noxious and toxic vapor. Generates of noxious and toxic vapors. Option B. Putrefaction process depletes the oxygen in the tank due to chemical reaction. Option C. Putrefaction process generate of noxious and toxic vapor, and this depletes the oxygen in the tank and due to chemical reaction. Option D. Putrefaction process occurs due to decrease of tank temperature. The correct answer is option B. Putrefaction process depletes the oxygen in the tank due to chemical reaction. As a purification process is nothing but the polymerization chain reaction. So this process depletes oxygen, remove the oxygen from the air or that was present in the tank. It is removing the oxygen in the tank because of the chemical reaction. This is a purification process. So the correct answer is B for question number 189. Question number 190. A chemical cargo vapors can enter human body due to option A, continuous working on deck, option B, working in the pump room, option C, inhalation, skin contact and also by swallowing, option D, improper use of proper PPE. The correct answer is the chemical cargo vapor can enter by air inhalation, by direct contact, physical contact, by skin contact, or it has been taken to inside the body, oral, that is also by swallowing. So the correct answer for question number 190 is option C. For question number 190. Next question, question number 191. Key features and measurement of an effective safety culture. Identify one statement that identifies an effective safety culture. Option A, recognition that all accidents are preventable and only usually occur following unsafe actions or a failure to follow established procedures. Option B, individual seafarers assume responsibility for safety rather than relying on others to provide it. Option C, through mutual respect, increasing confidence in the value of safety culture results in a more effective safety management system, SMS. Option D, a safety management system that is always setting target for continuous improvement with a goal of zero accident. So for question number 191, the correct answer is option D. The company insists to achieve zero accident, zero incident. How they are achieving it? Through in the form of SMS, by continuous improvement such as near miss report, accident report, defect reports, and continuous monitoring, inspections, observations, internal audit, external audit. These are the process they are trying to achieve zero accident. So for question number 191, option D is correct answer. Question number 192. Paraffinic, naphthenic, aromatic, intermediate are three classification of option A, natural gas, option B, crude oil, option C, coal, option D, asphalt. So what is paraffin? You will see. Okay friends, continuation for question number 193, question number 194. What is the sulfur content in natural gas of typical petroleum? Option A 0.2%, option B 0.1 to 6%, option C 2 to 8%, option D 12 to 15%. The correct answer is option A 0.2%. Question number 195. Vapor density of most of the chemical cargoes is option A lighter than air, option B heavier than air, option C same as air density. The correct answer is heavier than air. So the vapor density, vapor released by the chemical cargo by form of evaporation, it is heavier than air and it's try to accumulate on the deck if we are releasing to the atmosphere. So that's why we are releasing with the higher force through the moisturizer in order to move the gas away from its ship, because this is toxic in nature. It has to move away and also can be flammable, some cargo vapors. So question number 195, the correct answer is option B. Question number 196, what is the effect of intermolecular forces on vapor pressure? Option A, relatively strong force will increase vapor pressure. Option B, relatively strong force will decrease the vapor pressure. Option C, relatively weak force will decrease vapor pressure. Option D, relatively weak force does not have any effect on vapor pressure. Intermolecular force will not have any effect on vapor pressure. So the correct answer is option D for question number 196. Question number 197. The dash of the hydrocarbon found in nature, which is the lighter fraction of hydrocarbon, which can be free or dissolved. Option A, crude oil. Option B, natural gas. Option C, asphalt. Option D, refined oil. The correct answer is option B, natural gas, because it was said that whichever the compound lighter like ethane, methane, propane, they are mostly in gaseous form. Butane, pentane, hexane, up to the compound of C6, it will be in liquid form. More than C8, it will be in solid or semi-solid form. So it is mainly depend upon the carbon content. So natural gas is nothing but ethane, methane, propane. So it is lighter fraction of hydrocarbons. So for question number 197, option B is correct answer. Question number 198. The product of coefficient of viscosity, surface area and the velocity difference between layer of flowing liquid is option A, viscosity of liquid. Option B, force of friction between liquid layers. Option C, velocity of the fluid. Option D, vapor pressure of liquid. The correct answer is option B, the force of friction between the liquid layers. So the friction force created between the liquid layer will be a coefficient for viscosity, surface area and velocity difference. Question number 199. The structure for emergency rescue from pump room should be option A, available close to the pump room. Option B, kept permanently rigged for hoisting an injured person. Option C, kept in ship's hospital and clearly marked. The correct option is option B, kept permanently rigged for hoisting an injured person. This is a requirement for pump room in case of emergency. If you want to evacuate a person who is injured or unable to walk by himself to reach the top floor, then we have to use a emergency escape procedure. That is, we have to have a permanent structure arrangement, then also we have a ratchet and lifting arrangement to lift a person to a tripod in case of emergency for escaping purposes or person is injured. So this is as a SOLAS requirement. So question number 199, option B is correct answer. Question number 200. What do you understand from the term bleed of cow? Option A, the process of pressure testing of the cow lines on board. Option B, the process of diverting part of cargo discharge for reducing rate. Option C, the process of diverting part of cargo discharge for crude oil washing. Option D, the process of draining oil from the cow line after washing. First of all, let me know what is bleed of cow. Bleed of system, a method in which a part of the oil being discharged is branched off to the tank cleaning line. That is, driving medium, the cleaning medium is the oil from the cargo itself. We take it and we use that oil to clean the tank by the method of pressure, force of oil or cargo impinging on the surfaces of the tank in order to clean the tank. This process is called bleed of cow. So the correct answer for question number 200 is option C, the process of diverting part of cargo discharged for crude oil washing is the correct answer for question number 200. Okay friends, thank you. If you like my video, please like. If you want to see such more questions related to exit exams and also related to the marine life and any updates in the circulars will be updating in my channel. Please subscribe channel if you want to be updated for or about the mentioned items. And also, if you like to give comments, suggestions, Any improvement, it is always welcomed in comment box. If my answers are wrong, you can correct me in comment box. Thank you.